Alright, welcome. If you're returning back to Burundi episode 4, or a Burundi playthrough episode 4, I should say. If you're just joining, it's going to be more economic recovery. We've dealt with some of the problems we started with. We now have no corruption. Little recap. We were boosting our small and medium business owners' opinion so that we can get civilian industry up and running, and then now we're kind of getting our government set up how we're going to want it, even in the end game, minus military spending. We want to push for autocrats to take power, but it's more likely that we'll end up with non-aligned autocrats first to push into Rwanda. I think militarily we want to expand into Rwanda. The fact that they have puppeted another nation is concerning. Liberation for Congo. So, who owns this? No one owns this. Approximate, no units. Some old equipment. So these are like our equivalent. Basically, okay. I should be able to take this square, maybe jump in here and grab this guy, and then we'll have to look at Tanzania or Uganda at that point. Effectively, because then I really only have two options once I take this chunk out of the center. So we'll just look like a boot if we can progress that far. Power's starting to be an issue due to pop growth. Okay, well, let's get going. It's only going to be time. We'll have our first factory sometime, hopefully before 2008 October. Let's see. Our earnings are not a problem anymore. We're actually paying off our debt. So that's a good thing. One primary goal is definitely going to get into the nuclear power world as quick as possible. But it's kind of hit or miss. I don't think we can stop. Should I go for improved computing? We're not even that far ahead. Yeah, it's not going to delay it any. Just jump into it. May save like 3 days or something completely negligible. Oh, nice. We got an economic boom. That's actually kind of nutty. Alright, let's see if we can boost. We cannot. So we may get a research slot from this. I'm actually very curious what happens when we get this office building. So we're at 13 before. Let's pause and just look at this. Almost to 20. It's so close. Slow down our fuel because we got another oil plant. That's crazy. We could be dead even, slightly positive. Moving us up. Moving us up in the world, but not enough. So close. And our debt goes insane. Everything we just paid off, we lost. But we got a lot more income now. Or no building. Alright. So let's keep the preview up. Looking at this real quick. I'm gonna go research first because I don't spend any money. But after that, I think we need to rush this. Yeah, because we'll get another civilian industry. Yeah, so research, then we rush down that tree. Hopefully every month this will approach 20,000 per capita, GDP per capita. Sorry. Also, let's pay this. Oh, another thing, pop growth. Which increases the factor more? This is 15%. This is stability, political power gain. .9, this doubles that. We're just gonna go increase both of these by 1. Level of spending. Yes. Slowly work our population growth into this. Still nothing on the business front. This is killing me. So close. I wonder what our fuel capacity's duration is. I bet it's days. Hopefully more than 90, but I don't think it's very long. Pay off some of the debt. Yeah, we're in January now. Alright, let's raise business tax, owner wages. Boost our reputation. Paying off. Oh, we got education now. And we're gonna rush. I actually can research that. Oh. Yeah, let's boost business owner relationships if we can. No matter what we lower. Pretty much 10% of stagnation is nothing. The lower opinion is horrible. So, wow, yeah, we went all the way down to stagnation. That's insane. A 44.3% is that annual year-over-year growth. Yep. So our production speed dropped because of our economic cycle. Drat. It also lowered our opinion too for a double whammy on the business owner. Do you have any stab on? Nope. Oh, there we go. Construction speed. Keep focusing on that a little bit. Kicks us back down a month. I'm gonna cycle off our trade real quick. Yeah, for a couple days. This 2000. It'll be 2008 something. Unless we get. No, this should maintain because that civilian factory should be available even if we start trading for fuel. Post-conventional railways. What do I have? Oh, I just have an integrated maglev system. We don't even have basic. Oh, come on. Come on, Burundi. Let's take the political power. Throw it into non-aligned autocrats. What did that do? Researches for IFVs and utility vehicles? Very random. Adds a renewable energy infrastructure. Oh, you can't be a police state. Says who? I will totally be a police state. I will just not be a police state for a very short 70-day period. After I can lower this. In a year. Messed that up. Didn't know that there was a restriction on that. That's my bad. Like, you can do it. Come on. Build the factory. June of 2006. So 360 days. So 300 more days than I have oil for. Oh. We lost our agrarian idea, which means we got a research slot. And we have no power. Yep. Nuclear energy. Yeah, nuclear energy. That's what I'm saying. Alright, so it's 2005. Yeah, this next slot is gonna go into energy research. And we'll focus on what we need to get nuclear research started, but we're not gonna be able to do it for at least 2 years. But we can lay the foundations. And this... Welcome back after the crash. Hopefully everything is... I don't know where this is date-wise. It looks like it's relatively close to where I was. I'm gonna slow it down. Hopefully avoid whatever caused the original crash. Power's already lowered. Oh, that's not good. Could it have something to do with hit this tab? I don't know. Don't know. Taking a minute to load assets for sure though. Alright, let's do a little overview since I'm doing a short 10-minute clip to cut with that other section. It's like the Northern Alliance in Afghanistan is still at war with, what is this? The Taliban? No, Islamic Emirate. You have Iran. Axis of resistance with Hezbollah. Turkey. Like... Yeah, some alliance possibly went into Iraq and already took it out. Yet hasn't dealt with Afghanistan yet. That's pretty surprising. Back in Africa, the war in the Sudan region seems to have died down, possibly. Yep. Darfur was puppeted. Then you have a war in Angola versus UNITA. And then we're just gonna look back home and deal with our economic problems. They're not really problems now, they're becoming solutions. Okay, so we did go through the financial crisis already. Alright, I'm gonna pick it back up. Got 6 minutes. Let's see where we can get. Literacy improved again. We got the manpower solution done. And we're gonna go with office sector build speed. Advanced computing wrapped up. I do want to pause for that. $185 is not long. I'm gonna start jumping in on polymers and factory output. We are getting our next research slot. And before we move on, let's get 1 barrel of oil. See where that puts us. December of 06. So about a year from now, we'll get a factory. We do not have the power grid to support. That's kind of where that is. And if we look at our options, we could get both of those military facilities, but we have no way of fueling that. So I think we do go into biofuels, then renewable retooling, and then renewable infrastructure just to get the extra plants. It's going to wildly fluctuate, but we're going to have to accept that. Probably the only way we can actually sustain it temporarily. Oh, I wanted to go to research. Yeah, because we can actually get the first thing of batteries. It's just they cost 100 billion. Which, I mean, is totally sustainable for a small African nation with a weekly income of $500 million. 100 billion just to drop on a project. Totally sustainable, guys. Don't worry about it. Okay. We're gonna get the biofuels. We went to stable growth. That's good. That'll actually lower this quite a bit. It's this within a year, in a couple days. Which is actually good timing because... Hold up. Take business owner wages. So we can keep that at 100%. Police state. How long do we have? Yeah, so about halfway through the nuclear research, we can go ahead and drop this. And then we'll be able to get a civilian research facility. Not a problem. Keep working on construction. China doing China things. The world's catching up to us. That's unacceptable. And 20th, so it's slowing down. We'll also need 25 billion for an enrichment facility. So let's pay that. And then boost our health. Boost our healthcare. Be all the way to max. We need the pop growth. They'll give us another power plant. And this could actually hurt us. Because that 15% power reduction is kind of huge. But we're just going to have to deal with it. It will lead to a free nuclear plant. But we need an enrichment facility. And went non-aligned. Keep moving up. And that should wrap up episode 4. Now that we're in 2006. Fast approaching our next facility. We're actually positive. Our literacy rate is at 100, so this can be wrapped up completely. Cool. Well, till next time.